Can you tell us, so for those that are interested in joining us on October 19th, what should we expect? What will you be taking us through? Because we're going to be meeting for quite some time, and so what should we expect?
Or 12 to
With a break,
6. 12, I
12 to
think
6, 12 to 6 with a break.
hours of content. Okay. So yeah, so in that case, what we're going to do is we're going to start with an introduction to astrological remediation. Now, I do use slides to keep us on track and, have imagery, but I'm not a big PowerPoint teacher. I'm a Socratic professor, which is means that we learn through questioning and dialogue and discussion. So will you be sitting there listening to me talk at you for 5 hours? Absolutely not. I will, provide almost like a lecture, not lecture, but I have slides with imagery, and then there'll be a discussion slide. So, we might say, here's gem remedies. Now, discussion, how would you remedy XYZ with, so be prepared to be involved if you want to. Of course, you can sit camera off, but prepare to learn through questioning and dialogue. What we will learn is an introduction to remediation. What is it? How to approach, there's something called the proving phase, which we'll learn about there. We will learn about astrological diagnosis, how to isolate the planet that needs a remedy. We will go into certain methodologies, like using composites and synastry as remedies, gem
Mm.
remedies, astrally timed information. Um, we will look at the planets and signs and houses in remedy and aspects in remedy. So really, I'm going to try to give you, I will be teaching at Kepler soon, and I'm going to try to do a kind of modified class so that we get kind of the gist of what I'll be teaching. It won't be the same class. I would never teach the same class twice, but it'll be kind of the gist of, introduction to astrological remediation. This is how
Right.
you do it, and these are certain, it's like theory and methodology essentially. So,
Okay, and they should bring their charts with them, right? If they have their chart, they should bring their chart.
absolutely. For this group, I was thinking if you guys allow it, we should use charts from the group if people are comfortable, because that's the best way to learn.
Okay,
We
perfect.
At the beginning, we'll say, is there something you want to remedy in your chart? And then we'll follow along with that through the whole duration of the class.
Oh, great. All right, so you guys heard it. Looking for volunteers here for people. That's awesome. And when you're going through the class, you're going to be referencing some of your material in your book. You showed them your book before, but could you hold it up one more time for them? It's the astrological remediation. I already have my order in. You could get it on Amazon.
Yeah.
So it's great. It's great to have again. I mean, those are the books. It's not like you're going to maybe read cover to cover, but through the topic, you'll hear and you're referencing stuff through her chapters, and so you'll be able to have that as something to guide you after our workshop. But also, you could get a little head start. Right?
Yeah, and what I will say about the book, you can also get a PDF copy from me if you, the PDF copies are about half the price of this one. PDFs are
Oh.
16.95. This is about 30 bucks. But I will say, and you just email me to get one of those. But I will say this is a textbook. Now people always think they're going to get this book and read it overnight. It's 340 pages. But it's definitely the kind of book where you read a chapter, you work on it for a week or two, then you read another chapter and work on it, just like a college course. Um, at my school, the Moyer Press, we meet every Tuesday from 5:30 to 6:30, and we have a reading group for this book, and we read and have class essentially, and students read the whole book with us. It takes about a year, and we discuss every page, and they love that. So, don't think that this is the kind of book you just buy and then just read real quick. It's the kind of book you refer back to. There's, the planets section you definitely would refer back to. I use this in readings all the time. If someone has a Saturn problem, I'll actually open up the Saturn page because it says, what are the Saturn problems? What are their emotional remedies, physical remedies? So, it's actually a reference book also. So yeah, but yeah, getting
Oh,
to read it beforehand would be great.
oh, that's awesome. I love it. Reference guides are my favorite thing. Like, there's so much information we could keep in our heads. We just
Yeah.
gotta like library it. So okay, so that is so exciting. So we're going to come together. We're going to learn some of the basics about astrological remediation. We're going to get real live examples through charts. You're going to give us some examples of things we could do because I heard you mention like crystals and other types of things that people can use. It's not always about like the massage or this or that. Like there's some other things that we can other ways that they could do like implement after the workshop, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would say let's break it down to its theory and methodology. So we'll be starting with theory. How do we look at this? How do we approach a chart? And then what are a bunch of methods you can use to remedy already? You know, you don't have to be a trained massage therapist. There's something called scope of practice, which is you have your scope of what you do, and very legitimate. So you could say, I learned kind of what massage therapists would do, but I don't do that. But you could always get on the phone with a massage therapist as a theoretician and you could suggest X, Y, and Z. And so I think you'll leave the workshop with several ways to begin offering remedies. Gems are one of the fun ones. I mean, everyone should learn gem remedy. It's so fun. But it's
I love
yeah,
I'm a gemstone girl. I always got something going on, whether I'm wearing my bracelet or it's in my pocket,
nice.
my bra.
Well, that's a good placement for certain chakras. You
Yeah.
know, we'll definitely look at different placement for the gems depending
Oh,
on.
I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm so excited. Is there anything else that you want to share with our audience about yourself or our upcoming workshop or
Um, well, I just want to say that I know 5 hours is a long time, but I'm aware of the length, and I will absolutely be working with you all in a way that keeps you engaged, makes you feel heard. I want to hear from you. This will be a workshop, it's not a lecture. And this is something you can learn. I know it seems big, but I will tell you that when my students learn remediation, they become happy astrologers. Never let astrology stress you out. Have you ever had the experience of sitting there thinking about a chart? What am I going to do about this T-square? What am I going to do about this T-square? After this workshop, you're going to be able to relax and say, here are 20 things I'm going to do with this T-square. And I hope that is something that appeals to you. And yeah, we'll have a ball. And if you ever want to come learn more, you can come to the Moyer Press School where I teach remediation weekly on Tuesdays, like I said, and there's a bunch of us advanced astrologers who get together. So you're always welcome to come find us. And you can find me on Facebook at Andrea Gehrz, or you can find me at andreagehrz.com.
perfect? Awesome. I'm so excited. I can't wait to start working on remediating all those aspects that are gnawing at me.
Exactly.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Andrea. And for those of you that have not enrolled yet, it is not too late. Come join us on October 19th. This will be a virtual event that'll be live on Zoom. It will be an interactive workshop. You heard Andrea say, like the best way is to participate. This isn't a lecture, right? This is an interactive workshop. So bring your chart, bring your questions, and we will see you October 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.